Well, I mean, that takes the assumption that, my career focus was being in the military, and then I kind of segued into writing, but that's actually not the case. I've wanted to be a writer since I was 12 years old. And I wrote an essay at the time saying that I was going to be a romance novelist when I grew up. So everything I did between 12 and today are just kind of little detours on the road to publication that helped me flavor my books. Well, the biggest surprise for me is that we're seeing readers who actually consider themselves to be non-readers and actually really are non-readers. I hear from a lot of women who say that they haven't read a book in 10 years, or they haven't read a book since they left college. So, these are not women who are reading, a different genre and then kind of moved over into women's fiction. These are women who just weren't reading at all. So, we're seeing a surge of renewed interest in being readers and finding new novels to love, new stories to love. And it's really exciting. Of course, as a writer, you always want to build your demographic and find new readers, and we're definitely doing that. It's their flaws. That's what we fall in love with a character for their flaws and their desire to overcome those. If we were talking about perfect people, there's not much we can sympathize with. Where else can you go once you're perfect? So in this case, we have two very damaged people, and they're striving to be better for the person that they're in love with. That they feel the other person deserves better and they're going to be better. And that's something that we can all relate to and we can root for. Well, as far as rumors, when I hear that, I've heard rumors, and it's like, I've been advertising, in a way that the series was going to continue past 3 books since last summer, because when I got halfway through Reflected in You, which, I realized should have, that if I was going to be able to finish the book and finish the series in 3 books, I would have been much further along in the story by the midway point of Reflected in You than I was. So looking at it, I knew it was going to be more than 3 books. And at that time, I updated my website and, and began sharing on Facebook and Twitter, where I'm very active, that the series was going to continue past 3 books. So yes, is it true? Absolutely, it's true. And I've been, trying to get that across for several months now. As far as target release date, I expect the next book, the 4th book, to come out before the end of the year. So we're close. Well, of course, I'm still working on wrapping up the Crossfire series, so there's that. But I've also, I'm doing this groundbreaking new collaboration with Hearst, specifically Cosmopolitan Magazine, and Harlequin, where the 3 of us have joined forces. And we're releasing Afterburn in August 15th, and I'm really excited about that. It's contemporary women's fiction. It's set in New York City, and it's told from Gianna's perspective as she runs into Jackson, somebody she had a relationship with before. So Crossfire readers, moving into trying a new series for me will definitely find things that are very familiar. And then the 2nd book in that series, which is Aftershock, comes out in mid-November.